See, you can see somebody standing in this pic. Who is he? Yes, he is a farmer. So I think you got the thing is which chapter we are going to take today. Yes, it is crop production and management. See here, this farmer, see he is doing hard work for all over the world. We all are depending on this farmer. So do you think farming is an important job? Yes. So farming is the most important job in the world, we can say. We all depend on the food. Without food, we are not there. Let us see how much they do hard work to give us food. So our chapter is crop production and management. First, you should know what is a crop. You may see plants everywhere here, there in your home, maybe so many plants. Then why these plants are not called crops? So crops are nothing but it's grown a large area for some benefit. Such plants are called crops. So the plants which are grown by man a large number to get useful products, we can call them as crops. See some crops given. So almost everything we can call crops if it grows in a large area. Based on the taste and texture, the crops can be divided into cereals, vegetables, and fruits. Kharif crops are sown in the beginning of June and harvested in the month of September. Why these are sown in the beginning of June? It needs more water. That's why, and that's why they are called Kharif crops, and they are called summer crops. Here, most of the place June is very hot. That's why they are called summer crops. Examples of kharif crops are maize, rice, groundnut. These are kharif crops. Rabi crops are sown in winter and harvested in the month of March and April. That's why they are called winter crops. Wheat and barley example for rabi crops. See, farming is not an easy job. So before doing farming, they have to do a lot of practices. So those practices are called agricultural practices. See, farming can't do within one day. It takes months. So and it is doing on the soil. So the soil may be not good and there will be no water. So a lot of problems they are facing. So they have to do everything properly, then only can do farming. So let us see the different practices or what are the farmers will do before doing farming. Soil is the most important part in the farming. If the soil is so hard, we can't do farming. So first step is we have to lose the soil. So for loosening, how can we loosen the soil? Yes, we can do it by ploughing. I will show you how the ploughing is done. Let us see what are the good result after ploughing the field. See, it will give more air passage. Plants also want to respire, roots also want to do respiration. For that, roots need air. So to get more air, if we loosen the soil, the plants can get more air from the soil. And next one is good crop production. If the soil is very good, the crop production also will be very good. And next, to retain water. If it is hard soil, just you pour water, it will go its own way. But if it is loosened soil, it can hold more water in the soil, so the plants can absorb that water. Next, nutrients are brought up. Nutrients are nothing but the humus and other waste in the soil. If the soil is very hard, that all the nutrients and humus will be just below the soil. So the plants can't take all the nutrients through the roots. So while we are ploughing, all the nutrients from down it will come to up. So it will be easy for the plants to absorb all the nutrients. In the olden time, tilling or ploughing is done with the help of a plough. You can see the picture of a plough. With the help of this only they have done. You may see behind that Behind the ox, the plow is attached and they will do the plowing. I will show the picture. You can see here how the plowing is done with the help of tractors. Here you can see manuring. They are putting manure in the soil. See, on the field there will be rocks like this, big pieces. So these pieces must be broken into small pieces. That process is called a leveling. You can see here how they are doing this leveling process with the help of tractors and leveler. Next step is irrigation. The supply of water to crops at specific intervals is called irrigation. See here you can see the water is supplied between the plants. So sources of irrigation. Before that, I think you understood what is irrigation. So irrigation is nothing but supply of water. See, plants need water. Without water it can't grow. So we have to give sufficient amount of water to the crops in the correct time. That is called irrigation. So let us see the different sources of irrigation. So some areas will be very dry and some areas won't get enough water. So these places we have to provide water. So what are the different sources of irrigation? These are the some sources of irrigation. Ponds. See, ponds, wells and lakes. Some others are dams and rivers. These are the some traditional method of irrigation. See, pulley system. Just want to take water from the well with using a pulley. That's pulley system. And chain pump. See, with the help of a chain they are taking water from one side to other side. Just like they will block the water and whenever needed use with the chain pump. And next one is another one, pulley system, Deckley. Deckley is nothing but taking water with the help of a rope and a bucket and pouring on the side. That is Deckley. And another one is Rahat. See, while that wheel is rotating, the water is taken from one side and thrown to other side. These are the traditional methods of irrigation. Here you can see a type of irrigation called sprinkler irrigation. Sprinkler type of irrigation. Let us see. The water is sprinkled to all the parts. See how it works. It's called a sprinkler method of irrigation. Let us see another method. It is called drip irrigation. See, through the pipe the water goes and drop by drop it falls near the plant. So the plant gets sufficient amount of water. It's called drip. Let us see. This is sprinkler irrigation. Sprinkler irrigation. This is drip irrigation. See, drop by drop water. Here you can see furrow irrigation. See, the furrow irrigation, wherever the water has to be given, they are making furrows and through the furrow the water is flowing. It's called furrow. And next one you can see basin irrigation. Basin is nothing but a large area, the water is stagnant and there they are doing the farming. Is called a basin irrigation. Now you see 4 types of modern irrigation: furrow irrigation, basin irrigation, sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. Another step is the removal of weeds. Weeds are nothing but plants only, but these plants will do harm to the crop by taking all the nutrients from the field. So we have to remove the other plants. So the other plants are called weeds. Weeds can be removed manually like this. Some other methods to remove weeds are that weedicides. We'll use weedicide like pesticides. It will kill only the weeds. And kurpi. Kurpi is a see. With that we can remove the weeds. And next is seed drill. By using seed drill, automatically all the weeds will get removed. The last step is harvesting. Harvesting is nothing but cutting the crop after it has matured is called harvesting. The harvesting is done by using sickle and by using a machine called harvester. This is the machine called harvester. You can see now how they are doing the harvesting. See, with the help of the machine they cut all the matured crops with the help of harvester. Here you can see how the people do the harvesting manually. See, they are cutting the crops with the help of a sickle. This is called harvesting with the help of sickle. Now you can see how they do the threshing manually. See, they are taking the wheat and beating on that, so the grains will get separated from the plants. That's called threshing. Now you can see how the threshing is done. See, they will put that whole wheat here, and it will take the wheat and crush nicely. Here you can see the other side, the chaffs all are moving out and the grain is separated from the plant. So like this is doing with the help of a thresher or harvester. Here you can see where the grain is getting collected. See, in that sack the grain is get collected, the other side of the harvester and thresher, both combine, called combine. One step we didn't say, that is the second step of that is sowing of seed. So we discussed in the class, with the help of a funnel they are doing the sowing manually. This is the funnel and they will put the seed in the funnel. It's a seed drill, and with the help of this they are sowing the seed. Through the pipe the seed will get into the soil. So these are the different steps in agricultural farming. First, all the 6 steps. So now we discussed about different agriculture practices: preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, threshing and storage.